Hello, everyone, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan, and since last episode, almost finished with the soybean field here, everyone. Just cleaning up a little bit the hired worker missed here for some reason. I don't know why, but if you look across the field here, hired worker did pretty good. Then you get to like this strip here I just finished up, and there's a couple strips over there, and then down by the electric pole we got a fairly good section that he of course missed, but that of course Evan is explainable, right? But what's up with these missing sections, Evan? I have no idea. Whatever. I figure we'll maybe harvest this long one here in the little bits and pieces. We'll probably leave those be and call that good. And like I said, of course, we'll go back. Oh, a low turn. We'll go back and get what's by the electric pole there. And once we're done with this, Evan, we're going to have to sleep a couple of nights here. Maybe we'll just skip over that here in this episode, and then we'll come back and start harvesting here. We got one more soybean field right across the road here that needs to be harvested, and I believe it's one sunflower field here as well. Again, we're getting close to wrapping it up here for this series. Another two, right? Yeah, two more. I think it's two more episodes after this, if I'm not mistaken. And I just happened to notice. Let's look at our yield map here real quick. Evan, we're doing some, we're not helping it out none, are we? But that being said, Evan, wow, we did a really good. No, is it 125? Oh, according to that, it is 125. Doesn't look quite dark enough. It looks like it's maybe between 120 and 125, if you ask me. But yeah, big old strip of 125% yield there, one. So I'd say this field yielded quite nicely. And of course, again, thanks to the auto repair mod, highly suggest everyone just get that mod. Yep, let's go with that, everyone. Just automatically repairs your combine. I have it set to what, 15%. So at least that's what I think I set it to anyway. Although again, we were going to check this here a couple episodes back. Apparently my key bindings changed again, or something happened to the key binding. I thought I had set it to something else, and yeah, I thought it was supposed to do the paint too. Not that that's a big deal really, if you ask me. Oh well, it is what it is. Might have to look into that though, just to see once here. Maybe that's something you had to turn on or something. Yeah, I thought I had that set as well. Anyway, got the John Deere X9 here again today. We're running the John Deere 645 flexible draper head, which, by the way, hopefully I plan on picking up a brand new header here at this episode. We're going to try out the Honeybee Flex headers there, everyone, or Airflex, I guess. Honeybee Airflex headers. Hopefully check those out. I don't know why, everyone, but if you go get the mod, they call it 4K, the Honeybee Airflex 4K. I'm not exactly sure, everyone, what makes a mod 4K, but hey, whatever. I mean, the video here, obviously, everyone should be 4K, right? You should be able to watch this in 4K, but what makes a mod 4K, that I am not entirely sure. The only thing I can assume, everyone, is like it has high-res textures or something, but then, like, okay, what makes a texture 4K, I don't know. But anyway, that's what they call it, everyone, so that's what we're going with. By the way, the Honeybee headers, everyone, are out for the PC. You can download them through Custom Modding's Facebook page. Don't know if they're on the official mod hub yet or not. I'm not sure on that one, everyone. And at least per the post, they are not available for the console yet. They are supposed to be coming, though. So for those of you who want those on the console, it sounds like Custom Modding is planning on releasing them for the console. They're not released yet, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but obviously at this point it hasn't happened yet. Also, between episodes having harvesting, I had to do a double check here. I was looking at the crops here, and you folks made me notice this as well. Like, whoa, what's up with our soybeans here? They're not looking very healthy, right? Actually, this is kind of what soybeans I would say look like in real life. Very grayish brown like this. But yeah, obviously not typically what they look like in the game, right? We had some snow here in between episodes. It was really snowing, too. I thought we were actually going to get a layer of snow on the ground, but nope, we haven't got any layer of snow yet, so I'm assuming that's why the crops look like this. And if you notice, too, everyone, like the grass, and I just don't see it on the trees so much, but like the grass and stuff, everyone, also has a very frosty appearance to it. So I'm assuming that is, assuming that's what's going on there. Anyway, we'll go ahead and unload this up, and like I said, we're going to sleep through the night here real quick then. Actually, we need to sleep through, I think, 3 more nights, because I have it set on a 6-day season cycle here. I adjusted that here a while back. Everyone was not having enough room here to harvest, or enough time to harvest, right? So But yeah, now this time we had plenty of time to harvest, right? Actually, it took us, what, 3 days? I think we're 3 days into this one. I don't know if we spent every single hour of every day harvesting here, but, well, I know for a fact we didn't spend every single hour of this day harvesting because we had to fast forward a little bit of time through the snow there. Okay. I'm going to take this back to the farm, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and sleep through a couple of nights, and we'll be, for you folks, right back. Okay, everyone, and we are back, and I was getting a little worried there. Day 6 of October, everyone, we actually had a layer of snow on the ground. I didn't think it was going to disappear on us, but apparently it did, Evan. So, hey, that's actually probably a good thing, Evan. Otherwise, we would have had to try to harvest in the snow. I'm not exactly sure how well that would have worked here in the game. But anyway, November 1, everyone, we're back. No snow on the ground here yet. Let's see, it's just out of curiosity. What is the weather forecast looking like here? Okay, looks like we're November 2, rain. No, oh, December, okay. I'll say no snow in November. Interesting. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, everyone, as I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and pick up another combine header. I mean, as you folks can see, obviously we need another one, right? We got the HD50 here with the X9. Then we also had the FD645. That's the flexible draper head. Now we're going to try the honeybee header. Let's actually move the combine here first a minute. Then we'll head to the shop, everyone. The honeybee header comes in, I don't know, it's like 5 or 6 different sizes here, if I remember correctly. We'll purchase one of those here in a minute. Not sure what size we'll get here yet. It goes all the way up to the 60 of one, so if we want to, we can get the 60-footer. Not sure if we want to go that big here or not. Let's see, where's our headers? There we go. So combine headers here. There we go. So starts out with a 225. I'm assuming the numbers on the end represent the width. So 25 foot, 30 foot, 36, 40, 45, 50, and of course 60. Wow, 60 foot. I mean, yeah, that's just a little bit crazy. Still though, 25 foot, 146,000. I don't know if these are real life prices or not of them, but my goodness, can you folks imagine a 25 foot header, basically $150,000? Whew, that's a little expensive there, if you ask me, Evan. Just a little bit. Seems like such a small header for flexing as well, but hey, whatever, I guess, right? Obviously, having custom modding sure seems like they did a really nice job on this header. Kind of curious what's up with the tilted wheels there. Something doesn't quite look right there. Something's I don't know if that's just the way it is in the shop or what. I know there's like some sort of spring here or something, so something's not quite right there. I'm just not sure. Oh, well, anyway. Moving on to the next one. Yeah, they're tilted there too, aren't they? This is the 30 foot. So there's the 30 foot, 36 foot. Looks like they pretty much all look the same here up until this point, just obviously getting a little bit wider on each one. Now, of course, I am curious, everyone. Airflex, do these headers actually flex? I'm not actually sure on that one. That, of course, is the claim to fame on these particular headers here, the Honeybee Airflex, that one. They are supposed to really be good at flexing along the ground. They use, I think it's airbags somewhere. Yeah, there they are, actually, right there, one. Airbags in the back here, which you can inflate and deflate, and basically just allows it to ride on the ground, essentially. There's the 45 foot. That's what we were just harvesting with the John Deere header. Interestingly enough, yeah, the tires are all crooked on there as well. I guess I'll have to see what they look like when we actually purchase one. Now, I was thinking probably I would actually go in with the 50 foot, although we could go with the 60 foot here as well. And I mean, wow, 60 foot header. Should we do that one? Kind of tempting. Look at the size of that thing. Wow. 50 foot or 60 foot? What do you folks think? I mean, the 50 foot, that's a pretty good size header there too. But then again, I mean, 60 foot. We got the John Deere X9 1100. Which class 11 combine, as I understand it. Why not, right? So crop dividers. Oh, that does those, huh? Okay. Sure. How about crop dividers number 2? Cross auger. Cost more money. It's got to be better, right? Prairie wind system. Wow, that is a heck of a system there. Got the prototype written on it too yet. Okay. I wonder if they actually make an air system for the 60. I mean, I guess in theory they can, right? I mean, just the tubes going across the front. Nothing really would prevent them from making that. And then height control. I'm not entirely sure what the height control does. Doesn't seem to change anything that I can tell, but sure, why not? So that's only a $260,000 header one. Oh. Well, delivery cost, and it didn't deliver over here, did it? Uh-oh. Means it's probably down here, isn't it? Maybe? I don't see it down by the vehicle shop either. Uh-oh. It's not up by the farm. Where else could it have gone? That's weird, everyone. It said delivery fee, so it charged us for the delivery fee. Oh, wait. I know where it went. I forgot about this. I set the purchase location over here, so it's probably... Yeah, there it is. It is over there. So if I set it back to over here, let's actually go set it out in the field just to make sure we have more than enough room here, everyone. So let's see, that is what? Shift-Alt-S? I think that's what it was. And then if we reset it, I think that will reset it back to this point here now then. There we go, and yep. Okay, doesn't look quite as big out on the field here, does it? Looks a whole lot bigger in the shop for some reason. That being said, that is still a big header. Another claim to fame on those honeybee headers, to my understanding as well, is they are really light for what they are. And of course, with a header of this size, too, it's very important that they actually have some flex to them, because, yeah, 60 feet, everyone, that is a large area to be harvesting. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with those tires on them. They're not, I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be like that. They're angled for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe, like, fold it out or something here. Any folding that happens? Oh, okay, like, just a little bit. I don't know if you really want to call that folding or not, but apparently that's what it does. Wrong button. Any other controls we need to know about on this? Pipe. Oh, yep, let's see what's here. Mouse controls. Okay, that just brings that in and out. Makes sense. Up and down. Okay, wow. Oh, that adjusts the crosswalk. That's interesting. So it looks like closer or higher up. Huh. Not entirely sure. You folks have to explain to me the benefit of that one. I did not know that was actually a thing there. Kind of curious. Raise tool axis 4. Oh, wait. What's this doing? Oh, this puts the tires up and down. Okay. Well, then let's take this out of the field and see how it works. And if it works. I mean, hopefully it does. Let's lower that back down. That is... Oh, well, then. If we can make it to the field, like I was saying, everyone. Busy playing with the controls here. Mind me. Yeah, something about like that. Looks pretty good to me. And I believe we were talking about this an episode or two back, everyone. For those who may be not familiar with what the advantage of the air system is here on this particular header. And actually, you know what? Someone asked me about that here. It was either last episode or episode before, everyone. So again, for those who may be not familiar with this, the advantage is it helps blow the soybean up into the header, everyone. So when you're harvesting soybeans are harvested very close to the ground, typically, or actually right on the ground. It doesn't necessarily mean the soybeans themselves are on the ground, but the header itself is pretty much on the ground when you're harvesting, everyone. And you don't want any of those soybeans potentially rolling out and falling off the header. You want to get them all up in the combine. Obviously, every lost bean, well, that lost yield, right? And especially with the price of crops here at the moment, that can get expensive. Oh, that's it. That's whoops. Nothing to see that one. Nothing to see. Trying to clear that header cart here, but I think we got it. Okay, it's got like a little bit of a bounce to it. That's interesting. Now, unfortunately, I don't know that we really have any fields on this map per se that are good for this like flexing header here. I don't know how much it actually flexes or not. That is actually a really good question in my opinion. Oh, with that being said, everyone, that is 60 feet of harvesting goodness there. So, yeah, again, I'm just getting out here real quick to hopefully explain this, everyone. The idea being, obviously, you got the reel up here. I'm with the fingers on it. The reel comes around and kind of just guides the crop up into the header here. And one of the things that can happen, everyone, is you can have the bean pods. I don't really see the game here or not. Kind of sort of see it right there, everyone. But all these little things hanging down are bean pods. They have the beans inside of them. As it's being harvested, I mean, you don't really want those bean pods like chattering open in the head here and potentially have beans roll out. So again, the air here, I'm going to just kind of help with that. If you have any chattering, which you probably will, shattering on the head here probably. It's just to kind of help blow the beans up onto the belts up here, everyone, and get them into the combine. That's also the idea behind the cross auger as well. No cross auger to be used so much with soybeans. I think it all pretty much depends on what type of crops you're using here, everyone. Because I know different features depending on the crop type. And as I've said before, everyone, too, it would be really cool if they would actually implement a slight yield increase with a header like this. So you put the air system on, everyone, and you actually get, bumps it up a few percentage points, right? Because, again, that's kind of real life what it should be doing, everyone. Basically bumping up your yield, hopefully, by a little bit. Maybe a couple of bushels per acre. Because again, obviously, if the system doesn't pay for itself, farmers are not going to be putting something like that on their headers. Now, when you're spending, I don't know, what was it in the game here? How much was that additional option? Let's see once here. So if we do a Prairie Wind system, that is, okay, a $26,000 addition, everyone. Let's just say you want a $26,000 yield increase, right? Like I said, I don't know that it's a thing in the game. I really should look into that, see if that actually is. Doubt it, but yeah, let's get some GPS going here. One, Alt-C, Control-S. Let's see what's we're going to want 0 degrees probably. Auto with that. Yeah, with that glorious 60 feet of it. Oh, yeah. Lock on our GPS now. We are harvesting. Talk about some serious harvesting here, right? One John Deere X9 1100 with a Honeybee 60-foot Airflex. And yeah, like I said, I don't think this header actually flexes like it's supposed to in real life. Pretty sure in real life, too, it even flexes in the middle. So the middle of the header, like if you were to raise it up, on both ends, kind of like drape down. Probably auto-save. Yep, there it is. Auto-save. Kind of figured that's what that was there, everyone. I mean, yeah, the little hiccup you get every so often with autosave, kind of annoying. But with that being said, everyone, that little bit of annoyance sure is a very, very minor annoyance when it comes to actually having an autosave that actually works, if you ask me, everyone. Again, you just got these little mods coming that just fix all of Giant's stupidities. And as I've said before, I want emphasis on the Giant part of that. Like, again, why would you make an autosave that only works if you're in the menu? Like, how many folks just spend the game playing in the menu, right? Yeah, I don't think so, right? You're going to spend the game playing, so you want the autosave to actually work while you're playing. I don't know, maybe it's just me, Evan, but that seems like a stupidity if you ask me. Well, let's see, 32% full, everyone. Haven't made it around the field once. And we should be getting a really good yield off this field, too. I mean, I think we had this, mulched and rolled and all that fancy stuff. I think we pretty much did everything for this field here, if I remember correctly. Now, as I said before, and I don't know that that necessarily pays for itself to me, but it definitely does increase the yield slightly, the rolling and the mulching. Which, by the way, for those of you who have not seen my videos on those, highly recommend checking them out. I did a video on both the rolling and the mulching. The rolling, everyone, gives you a paltry, we'll just call it 1% yield increase, Evan. And yes, Evan, I said 1%. It's 1.2, I think it's like 1.2 something, 1.21 or something like that. I think was the best I was ever able to get from that. Yeah, I got it written down as 1.2% is what I wrote it down as. So yeah, 1.2%. Might as well call it, like I said, 1% of one. Mulching, the same thing. You get a measly 1% yield increase. That one, which, again, if you do the math here, I don't know, just not really worth it in my opinion, especially if you got to spend $100,000 plus on some of the in-game rollers. Now, mind you, of course, there's modded rollers that are cheaper and probably makes a little more sense, maybe, but oh, that header sure bounces a lot, doesn't it? Okay, just gonna realign the GPS for this end of the field here. Maybe I should have moved that over just a little bit. Oh well, close enough. And out of curiosity, what's the yield map looking like here? Okay, so about 120 up here. That's interesting. I thought we would be looking at 125 here, just out of curiosity. What are we missing? What's the pH value is okay, so I guess it's maybe not great. Okay, we're looking at 121% yield increase, it says, everyone. So that means I must have missed something. I'm not entirely sure what, though. I thought we had mulched this field. Maybe not. Although that still would not equal that, everyone. Pretty sure we rolled it. Oh, that's right. We got to go back to the other screen for this, right? I don't know why they can't just add this all on the same screen. I mean, you have multiple screens here. It seems like they could do a better job at combining this up here a little bit. Nope, it doesn't need rolling, everyone. We did roll it. It is not mulched, though. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure with the mulching, and I always get confused by this, Evan, but with the mulching, if it shows up, everyone, that means it has been mulched. However, with the rolling, it's the exact opposite, everyone. If it doesn't show up, it has been rolled. I don't know why Giants can't agree on doing like the same system across both, but... And actually, I mean, you think about it, I mean, that's pretty much the same system for all the in-game stuff here. Now, of course, for missing like the liming and stuff like that, that would normally be on this screen, everyone. But the plowing, liming, rolling, everyone, if it needs to be done, it shows up, right? And then once it has been done, it goes away. The mulching, on the other hand, everyone, once you have mulched, it shows up. So, I don't know, just... be nice to have them, the same, if you ask me, right? I guess the only other thing we can compare that to, the mulching is kind of like the fertilizer. The fertilizer doesn't show up until you actually fertilize. And then, of course, if you're not using the Seasons mod, once you fertilize again, it'll show up in even a different color. So, okay, anyway, let's pull up some comments here real quick minute. We'll read some comments here before we wrap it up here this episode. I think we're just going to stick with harvesting here. Next episode, we're going to hopefully start on the sunflowers there as well, by the way. And then by the episode thereafter, and that should be the last episode on this map, we'll have all the harvesting done. Or even if we maybe don't quite have it done, we're still going to call it wraps for the map. And move on to the next map, which again, as I said before, I am really looking forward to the next map. It's going to be something a little bit different, everyone. So for those of you looking for farming, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of farming on there, but I don't know. We'll have to see once. We're just going to kind of play it and see once how it ends up. We definitely ended up with a few more episodes on this map than I thought we were going to. I think this is going to be episode 80 by the time we're all said and done, everyone. So, hey, not complaining, though. I really enjoyed the map, everyone. Frankenmuth, Michigan. As I've said before, when I am from Michigan, so this map definitely feels like home. Yeah, for those of you looking for maybe a really good Michigan feeling map, I'd say this is a good one here if you ask me one. Anyway, let's see what we've got for some comments here a moment, everyone. Paul was saying, haven't tried this map yet. I'm playing on 3 maps right now. Hobbs Hollow, Recanto de Alvarado, and a multi-map. Okay, I'm not sure what the multi-map is, but okay. Wow, playing on 3 maps. I typically only play on, well, I guess if you count the multiplayer server, everyone, I'm usually maybe playing on 2, maybe 3 maps. Sometimes I'll be playing around off screen on some other maps, but usually just I'm playing on whatever I'm playing single player, everyone, and then playing on whatever we're playing multiplayer. Speaking of multiplayer, by the way, we are looking at switching maps on the multiplayer server too, as far as I know. So yeah, we going to a new map there too. Godspeed was saying this was a great series. Hey, thank you very much for that there, Godspeed. I really enjoyed it too. Hope you folks did as well. He says, great map. I'm still playing on this map. Thanks always for the videos. Hey, thank you very much for that. Keith was asking, when you're done with a series, do you delete it or keep it? As far as the save game goes, I usually always keep it. Even going back to like Farming Simulator 19, I think I still had all of my series' save games, I think. Obviously, I didn't go back and check that one. But usually with each new series, I just start a brand new save game. And I don't remember how many save games I was up to on Farming Simulator 19, but I think we weren't to 20. I know that, because 20 was one of my like just play around goof off save games. But we were definitely getting close to it. I'd have to actually go back and look how many series we did for Farming Simulator 19. That would probably tell me. I was probably missing 1 or 2 here and there. Obviously, once you delete the map out, then the save game no longer, it sort of shows up, but it doesn't show up with an image in a map, right? So, and of course, you can't load it without the map, so. So yeah, we're up to, I think this is save game 4 here, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm on here. Again, save game 1 here, played on the base game map. Save game 2, everyone, I think is my test map, which I forget. I think that's also, that's the base game map? I think it's the base game map. I'd have to go look again. Anyway, it's my test map, everyone. And then 3 was our previous map. Was it Helmsden? Helmsden, if I remember correctly, was our previous map. And then, of course, this one here is Frankenmuth. And, well, you folks have to stay tuned for next week, everyone, to see what our next map is. So, yeah, like I said, no hints. No hints, everyone. You'll have to stay tuned. Or, if you watch the multiplayer episodes, live stream, everyone. I don't know if I've actually ever directly said on the live stream, but I've given a few more hints, shall we say. So, you get a few more hints over on the live stream, everyone. Once again, reminder, by the way, I do live stream sometimes. Emphasis on the sometimes part there at the moment. Yeah, just during the summer, I've been really busy, so garden and a lot of stuff going on in real life, working on the house. So not necessarily live streaming every night, but trying to live stream as often as I can. So hopefully we'll be doing some live streams here this week as well. You can find a link to those down below in the description, by the way. That's RDAllen on Twitch. Again, RDAllen on Twitch. Oh, this pipe I'm barely long enough for that 60 foot. You know, I think if I was probably going to be using auto drive for this Ev1, I probably would stick with maybe the 50 foot header. I think that'd probably be a little bit safer bet here, but not saying it won't work, but ooh, auto drive. Got to be careful, don't get too close. Let's see, Ray was saying, love your videos, keep up the great work. Hey, thank you very much for that there, Ray. Captain Chief also saying the same thing. Love the videos, keep it up, great work. Thank you very much for that as well. Oh yes, and he was also the one asking what's the difference using an aerial versus not using an aerial. Yeah, I think, again, we kind of talked about that here, everyone. I don't know in the game, everyone, if there's any difference. You folks can maybe help me out on that one. I don't think in the game, everyone, there's any difference using an aerial versus not. Again, if you ask me, when there should be, because obviously real life, there should be. At least that's the idea anyway. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know in the game, everyone. My guess would be probably not, but pretty much just a visual thing, I guess, right? Mike was saying I found auto drive works better if you use 2 trucks. Man, that is something I had not thought about trying there before there, Mike. That definitely sounds like a really good idea. Don't know if we'll get to, maybe with the sunflowers. Maybe with the sunflowers, and we'll have to get auto drive set up on that field. We previously had it set up. It's not set up anymore because, well, we changed up the fields. But maybe if we get that set back up, Evan, we'll have to try 2 trucks and see if it works any better. Yeah, I've talked about this many times before, but again, the struggle with using a trailer with multiple hoppers and fill types and auto drive and grain cart. It's struggling, Evan, struggling. But anyway, speaking of the struggle, Evan, I think we're going to wrap it up with the struggle here this episode. We'll come back next episode, continue harvesting, everyone. With that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And until next time.